From the Instant Karma Lounge here at the Cabin at Sundance, we're continuing our conversation about the movies here. And one of the movies that's getting a lot of buzz is Coded Bias. And I've got Shalini here with me, who is the writer-director, the eye of this documentary. And you're no slouch. You've done documentaries before. Tell me about the other one that you did.
Well, the first documentary I did was called Catching the Sun. It was about workers and entrepreneurs trying to get jobs in the solar industry, and it's on Netflix still.
Yeah.
And it was executive produced by Leonardo DiCaprio.
No slouch there, Leonardo. And he's really into the environment.
He is.
A
He's
lot.
the real deal with
He
the
donated a lot
environment.
of money to the rainforest and the Australian fires and all of that. So what a person to work with.
Especially on an issue as important as that.
And Coded Bias takes us in a little different direction. It really is about the facial recognition problem that everyone has. It's kind of a dirty little secret that facial recognition doesn't work all the time, especially when it comes to dark-colored skins and females. Why is that?
I mean, just to say, I think that we are sort of living in an age where we still think about AI as something that is Terminator and robots and sort of we have this like sort of vivid imagination of what we think artificial intelligence is, and that makes us miss how it's working in our daily lives. So everything from like facial recognition to automated decision making around who gets hired, who gets health care, how much a price someone pays for health insurance. These all get made by automated systems. And so the film follows Joy Buolamwini, who is an MIT Media Lab researcher who figures out, quite by accident, she's trying to make an art project work, and she figures out that facial recognition doesn't see her dark face with accuracy. And so she does extensive research, and she comes to find out that this bias is predominant in facial recognition systems that are commercially available. And what's so scary about this is that, you just saw an article last week where the UK police are adopting this technology. And so many of our faces are in databases. And so this is a threat of being misidentified or wrongly identified.
If I go back in time, there was a moment in the 1980s, 1990s that police and Interpol were using bite, impressions from on somebody's arm, a bite mark, and that they have proved that doesn't work at all. But they have sent people to jail because of that flawed technology. This is a problem ready to happen, isn't it?
This is a problem that's happening already. In the UK, where there are laws, and we can get some statistics around this, Big Brother Watch UK did a study and found that over 96% of police use of facial recognition was misidentifying people, wrongly identifying people. And so what I see happening is that we are adopting these technologies very rapidly without any kind of regulation or any kind of conversation in our society about what this means for civil rights and democracy. And that's what I hope the film will inspire.
But isn't the problem the rapid growth of technology? It's almost too much to keep up with. Similar to what the FDA is going through with drugs. I mean, things are getting on the market that they didn't have a chance to really test.
That's absolutely right. And I think a character in my film, Joy Buolamwini, says we are entering the era of artificial intelligence, overconfident and underprepared. And we're all enchanted by these systems that say, this is what you should watch next, this is what you should buy next. And we're not really paying attention to what we're losing in our humanity when we outsource our decision making and our autonomy to machines.
People are believing the brochure and not understanding the product. And how that works. Now, Coded Bias, has it premiered?
No, Coded Bias premieres tomorrow, Sunday, January 26th at 6 p.m. at the Park Avenue Theater.
And I know this because, and I'll say it, if you're not up here at Sundance, I bet you're going to be on Netflix. I do, because you've already got that door open to you anyway. But check out Coded Bias, honestly. And is there a website that we can go to?
Yes, codedbias.com.
Codedbias.com and check it out. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
What a very interesting idea. And we'll be back after this.